A Reddit user I linked to violated YouTube's policies. I can't upload, post, or live stream on my other channel that I still have left besides this one for 1 week. I can't make videos public or unlisted, so my video that was there that said, if you're watching this video, my channel has been flagged, it no longer works. So we're no longer allowed to make older videos that were unlisted or private into public so that we can tell people what's going on. We're just being shut up quietly because us squirming, I think is the direct quote that was used in the Google help forums, totally not associated with Google's policies, was that we had the ability to still make videos visible. So they've disabled it overtly. In the past couple of months when they tried to pull this kind of crap, they would just say, we had trouble making that video visible. When you put up an error message that's a lie because you have a policy change, you're lying. I consider lying overtly or covertly and fucking with people in such a way that it drives them to the point that they're pulling their hair out, and I don't have enough room to lose any more hair. When you do that stuff, that basically is harassing and torturing a person. Corporations are very good at this in the very passive-aggressive way they do things, that they always do things. Now to say something that'll get me flagged. Does anybody remember the YouTuber who got angry she got demonetized and decided to go literally do something violent? No, it's not justifiable. It's totally wrong she did that. Everyone understands that. Everybody who's been flagged unfairly and basically been kept under someone's heel or hobnail boot by a corporation, however, understands this. We can empathize with people who become absolutely rage quitters about this. Some people use YouTube as a way to self-soothe or as a form of pseudo-group therapy. Whenever there's a tragedy in this country, we come together and communicate with each other. Some random multi-billion-dollar company telling us, shut the fuck up, you're not allowed to communicate because someone on another website broke our policy on this site? Yes, this is exactly what I'm complaining about. Was it appropriate? No, it was a Reddit user that then on their page linked to things that were considered obscene or pornographic. Nude pictures of women. He had a link collection where you could go look at Pornhub or something. Or maybe he posted pictures, drawings, stuff that wouldn't violate Reddit policies. And it did have, I didn't see it, it did have a warning, adult viewer only. Now, if you're not aware of this on Reddit, Reddit's little thing of, this is a sensitive discussion, please click yes to it, has been broken for over a year. So what did I do like a dumbass? I put a bypass utility in so I didn't see it because it will do that on Reddit for things that involve the word fuck. That's all. They would apply it on other pages. There's literal gore or porn, no warning. On pages where there's warnings, you look at it, where's the illegal whatever? Oh, it was somebody making a comment, he was banned. But they still leave the flagging up. Adult content filter. All of us have experienced looking at a YouTube video and seeing it complain about adult content and then wonder where the hell it was. All of us have also seen, I'm not going to give you the words to type in or letters or numbers or text string, but there are pages and pages and pages of overtly pornographic content on YouTube that YouTube will not flag. They won't, because it gets page views. And it's of that kind of questionable nature you all know about that caused the problem in the first place. They're extremely reactionary and they apply these policies selectively. My YouTube channel, very coincidentally, recently went past the point where I officially have no flagging. So, of course, it says I have one ding on the account perpetually from something 3 years ago or whatever they can come up with, so that they can always have me under their heel. I'm red flagged. Because one of my videos linked to another website's user page and that user violated YouTube policy, I get silenced by YouTube team for 1 week in every way, including not being able to tell you why I can't post for the next week. Because that last part is very important. So I'm going to post what that is, the Reddit user complaint, the content of this video, with this video, under that channel. On my what would be discussion page that nobody would pay attention to, it's now a community page, and people are now paying attention to it. YouTube wanted to be like Twitter and wanted to be like Facebook. And now they're fucked because they've given me the ability to basically not just communicate with one or two people privately, since I can't, because they don't want you to do that. I can tell everybody who watches my channel that gives a damn that this has happened and put a link to this video, which they'll then flag. I want to point out about, I don't know, when they started doing this stuff a while ago, I posted a link to a website at the time that had nothing on it that was unconventional, the New York Times. Because someone went into the New York Times comment section for this article and posted something nasty, and posted at the time, someone didn't realize it, a link to a porn page, and another person posted a link to something that would be considered wrongthink. YouTube retroactively flagged thousands and thousands of videos, including the New York Times YouTube channel, which they did a story on. The reason you don't trust autocratic, bureaucratic shitbags, technocratics that use bots to do their work instead of pulling their head out of their ass and actually thinking for 2 seconds and seeing if they're making a mistake. The reason you don't trust them is because of everything I just listed. And the only effect this had, because again, it was a link. I removed it from the video because they let me edit the video. The video wasn't taken down. They just said, well, this link is excluded. Okay. Well, if you don't like the content, instead of shutting me up or punishing me for literally acknowledge some other website users' inappropriate behavior, because other Reddit links are fine. I mean, literally, it's someone else's website that broke a rule. I didn't do shit. I didn't know what happened. Again, my computer's set up to bypass their stupid warnings that are inappropriately assigned or never really needed or overzealous. I get punished literally for someone else's behavior. And again, in a month, if something else I link to, if somebody posts something that they don't like, then we all get flagged, because that's happened. After the first 24 hours of video has been up and the bot doesn't have a problem with it, only a human should be able to review it. And the human would have to make an articulatable, understandable statement that is rational. I looked at this link and it leads to some place that's pornographic currently. Then my response would be, well, it wasn't when I did it before, or in this case, I didn't know that it had anything in there. And honestly, I checked it today. There's nothing pornographic in the link. It's literally devoid of any of this. Why? Because Reddit removed all of it and changed the status of it, because the guy said, I do a lot of research on stuff, and apparently I'm getting people flagged on YouTube. So the person removed everything that was complained about so they could change their rating. So now, do I get it retroactively unflagged? Fuck no. But this is literally the definition of one of the reasons that you don't let a company have power. Guilt by association, or we can get away with this. And again, the only thing they had an effect of is shutting me up. If your entire punishment is to silence a person, you are censoring them. If you're censoring from something they had no control over, like this, or from something that is arguably not something that's bad, like me pointing out that CNN posted a story about a bunch of YouTubers they thought were real shitbags and put me in there because I happened to show up on the freaking auto playlist YouTube created. Yes, YouTube kind of created that problem. All I know is, if you've had this problem in the last 24 hours, this is intentional. YouTube is also making it to where when I approve a comment, because there's not a goddamn thing wrong with it, they go after it because it has any link. That means you must look for any example in your comment section of HTTP anything, any link to anywhere, because every link will be considered spam or porn or wrongthink in some kind. Anyway, on that channel, I was going to post a response because someone's comments got censored, so I had to say, you need to alter or mung the thing so it doesn't get flagged before I can see it. Can you go back and change them, or just repost them with this other method? Now, if you're not aware of it, on my channel, when I post a video, I won't post a video to any live sites because it makes the links too long. And if you cut and paste the description, you can't get the links that way, and a lot of people did it. So I use archive.whatever. YouTube is going to start flagging that, I'm assuming, next, because one of the archives on archive.today is bad think. But anyway, the other reason I did it is it made it to where this kind of shit couldn't happen. I'm going to have to militantly do this. This is all part of the fucking long haul plan of YouTube finding ways to make it harder and harder and harder to communicate on this platform while following their fucking rules. Again, I didn't break a rule here. And again, the fucked up part is the Reddit user isn't breaking their fucking rules either. So it literally has no basis for it. I also included that in the appeal, saying, yeah, the user isn't listed as not safe for work anymore. You can check that. Rebot this. And the thing is, if they were using a bot for real, it would automatically detect, oh, its status has changed, unflag everything, remove all strikes, because the strikes were never appropriate in the first place, because they weren't. And again, they could have just said, yeah, we had to remove that link. This is what it said. You can include a non-active link because it's a virus website, or you can include a link to the individual content, but that individual page itself is banned. They can ban another website for life if they want to. I don't care. But instead of punishing me after the fact, you should say explicitly, this link is banned, don't post it. I could just say Reddit user such and such, and then you can go dig it up if you want to. Also, I should point out that when I'm debunking conspiracy theorists that they've banned, I've been flagged for acknowledging who it was. Anyway, the person I was trying to communicate with that I was being blinded to, I'm going to separate after the BE/ with a dash or something. If that doesn't work, just put back together, copy, paste. There is no .com in it. I suggest the person look for a .com link or whatever. And yep, these were links to YouTube videos that were being blocked. YouTube is banning their own content. So, what if we make this really miserable by everybody on Reddit deliberately posting a link to something that's bannable? Not something really terrible, just something that YouTube would ban you for. And everybody on Reddit decides to do a 4chan style raid by taking every link they have control over and changing it to the cyber equivalent to a Rickroll, like a page that looks like it's trying to load a virus, or a page that looks like it's desperately trying to show you a stripper. By the way, you can look at videos on YouTube overtly that have strippers. And instead of applying, not safe for work or 18 and plus restriction on the YouTube video, your channel just gets flagged, and you're not allowed to upload. By the way, I want to point out the emphasis added that this did. We really shouldn't do that on Reddit, by the way. But now, if you did that, it would really just make their bot have to learn a lesson by being corrected, right? YouTube won't correct their bot. But let's discuss this for a minute. YouTube has channels that have actual porn on it, and all they do is apply an 18 plus warning. Now, my video that was supposed to have linked to a porn site, Reddit user account that's cleaned up, they didn't remove the link. They just punished my channel and shut me up, but didn't alter the video. So the video didn't put up an 18 plus warning. The video did not have that link removed, which is what they were complaining about. I manually removed it to try to placate them. Didn't work. They left it visible so you could still click the thing they say is a violation and is bad thing. Yeah, the whole point of that had nothing to do with safety for the children or for your delicate feels. It had to do with, oh, this is an excuse for shutting up WAPTIC today, if it isn't obvious. So yeah, a Reddit user I linked to violated YouTube policy or not. I can't upload, post, or live stream for a week, and can't make a video public or unlisted, which was the way I got around these bans, by at least telling people why I'm not uploading. So I'm going to use the community tab instead, post a link to this with a long out description and explanation to it. And then I'll do a video on this channel answering someone's questions on that. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Hydra Strazak.